Yesterday, Miguel and we were watching a Bill Burr.
I think it's live at the Red Rocks. It's on Netflix.
You guys got to watch it. Towards the end, he talks about, because Bill Burr is one of those men, oh my God, that most women want to strangle because he's such like a manly man. And you were kind of like that at the beginning, just very rigid, very cold, like, right? And I guess maybe it is. And I think he even mentioned once he got older, like he started to recognize some things and, being in love with his wife and, having his kids and, and he shares that he recognized that he had some shit to go through, but he realized that there was a lot of things that happened to him as a child
that are affecting him today.
Exactly. That he needs to heal from because he sees that it's affecting his little girl.
Yeah.
And so, his little girl is the one who made him self-reflect and realized that something has to change.
So, I mean, if you listen to Bill Burr, if you know him, he has a temper, which I can relate to. And he said that one time he was flipping out and his daughter walked in like, "I sorry, Daddy. I sorry," because she thought that he was flipping out because she did something wrong.
Right.
And she's a 2-year-old. Mm. And, he might be angry and all that other shit, but at the end of the day, that's his little baby. Right. So he felt horrible about flipping out.
Because it had nothing to do with her.
It had nothing to do with her. And he's like, no, come here, buddy. Come here. I'm so sorry. He gives her a hug and a kiss and everything. But she now is like his reminder. Yes. Or when he flips out, because the way he explained it to her, it's like, I wasn't mad at you. I wasn't mad at you. I was mad at the phone. Daddy was mad at the phone or something happened. Right. And he's like, but Daddy shouldn't do that or something. Mm-hmm. So now she tells him, it's going to be okay, Daddy. Aww, and he's like, you're right, buddy.
Very gentle.
You're right.
But here's something else, women.
It's great. Check it out.
This is something else, okay? Because this is what we're talking about today. He had mentioned that he knew he fucked up. Like he was feeling so bad because he realized that his anger and his temper
was affecting his family.
Affected his daughter. And so he's like, I just needed to get myself together. So he went into his room and his wife heard everything that happened. All right. Yeah. And I can understand this because this is something I've done on multiple occasions. So this poor man's already beating himself up because of what happened. And he's thinking about some things, right? Like he's processing what happened. And he's laying on his bed. And all of a sudden, his wife, who is freaking heated because she realized that her baby girl's feelings were hurt. And she heard him yelling at the top of his lungs, throwing shit around. And so she is about to go do some shit. Right. But she also walks in.
But she also wasn't there and didn't see what he did and what he was going through.
Yes. And she didn't ask any questions. She just went in there like, what's your problem? Like she went in there very angry, very upset.
No, he was like, you want to explain what happened downstairs? Pretty much. Yeah. He's like, oh, fuck.
So he's beating himself up already. And then his angry wife, and she has every reason to be upset. And he's saying all this. And he's saying this, right? But she doesn't know what's going on in his head, any of that. And she just goes at him, which builds even more on top of what he's already feeling.
Yeah.
And that's where us women really have to take some time and ask questions like, hey, what was going on? Like we have to slow down and rethink. I mean, just...
You know what that is? That's what happened when you came at me when I was at the bar. Because you came at me and something was happening. And instead of me like trying to find out like, why are you acting this way? And reassuring you and trying to help you out. I came back with aggression too.
Yes.
You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's kind of, maybe not exactly, but it's similar.
No, it is similar. And yes. And so anyways, it's like in the heat of the moment, take a step back. And I know at times it's harder. It's easier said than done. I mean, you just heard me. I jacked up. I did it, but it's just, taking the time before you explode to really just gather yourself, but also ask questions.